Hey y'all,
Welcome back to my channel.
I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, girl. You late?
I already know what y'all thinking, Jazmyn. You late?
Yep.
But you know what? It's gratitude week. Okay, it's grateful week. Okay. Y'all will be okay. Thank you for your patience, though. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm Jazmyn W, y'all, comedian Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that I have a podcast called Colored Couch Conversations where I have women of color and only women of color on as guests so that we can talk about everything that pertains to us, honey. My most recent episode was a holiday week episode, so I go over some of my favorite quotes from past episodes. It was a really good episode filled with a lot of lessons. Now, I must let you know that the episode coming out this upcoming Tuesday, it comes out every Tuesday, is with one of my favorite creators. Her name is Tosh Point Fro. She has over 1 million on TikTok. She has over 350,000 on YouTube, so you've probably seen her mukbangs or mukbangs, or I don't even know how to say it, honey, but she be eating.
Okay.
So go ahead and make sure that your notifications are on for my channel. A lot of y'all too was saying, Jazmyn, we waiting for the video. Well, turn the notifications on so that y'all are notified whenever I post a new video. I would really appreciate it so that, y'all can just keep up with me or whatever. So we are on I think this is episode 6 of Ready to Love, honey.
Get to it.
And things are starting to get really good on the show. I'm really totally invested into the show now. At first, I will say I was a little mad that y'all recommended this. Even though y'all did say that the past seasons have been a little bit more better, have been more interesting, and a little bit less fake than this season. But I'm starting to really, really like this show. And I need to have Oprah on my podcast, honey. I try to take really good notes, y'all. I try to take really good notes. I have, this page and this page of notes this week. And hopefully, I can stay on track. Okay, let's start off with Symone and Jay. The episode started with Symone and Jay having a conversation about the fact that Symone got all insecure, honey, and let all her insecurities show. We gotta learn how to stop letting our insecurities show, okay?
Okay.
Whether you're in my comments section letting them show, whether you're on my Instagram or my TikTok letting them show, whether you're in person, you can't let people know off the bat how insecure you are. People gain some self-esteem. Is that too much to ask?
For some of them it is, yes.
Anyway, Jay said he appreciated Symone's transparency. However, he gonna keep it pushing, honey. Jay said he ain't got time for the games. Y'all know Jay is my favorite guy on the show, honey. He said he's gonna keep it pushing. Now, the fact that Symone was really open about how she was feeling, I actually found that very relatable, because I don't know if y'all know about me, but I don't really like to sugarcoat many things. And
you don't?
I don't know. I'm just used to kind of saying how I feel, and sometimes I'll be like, well, I was feeling a little jealous, or I was feeling a little insecure. I'm not really afraid to say that, honey. So I felt that, that was a very relatable moment for Symone, even though I wouldn't have handled the situation. Like, I wouldn't have handled that.
What's all that noise?
In that way, not even as like a high schooler or a middle schooler. Not really my thing, No shade, but I think Symone is going home next week. But hey, we saw her kiss Peanut Head on the previews for next week, so who knows, honey. I do think that Symone might be headed out though, because she's not making any real connections. The one connection with Jay that she had, that she was trying to form, she ruined it, honey. Yeah, and she be crying every episode, so I don't really know how that's going to work out for her, okay? And honestly, those are the only notes that I had on Symone. Moving on to Jay, okay? Let's talk about Jay. Listen, Jay has Joy and Winter and Symone are interested in Jay, right? Y'all know it's hard for me to stay in order, but let's go ahead and jump down to the group date between Jay and Edwin and Winter and Symone.
Joy.
Or not Winter and Symone, but Winter and Joy. Winter and Joy's raggedy friends came in.
Ooh.
And not raggedy. My mama called them tacky. My mama said they brought their little tacky friends in, honey. Listen, you know what? The reason I'm saying they friends was raggedy. No shade to y'all friends,
But shade.
I don't know if these are the friends that you want to be giving y'all advice anyway, Winter and Joy. And y'all know how much I rave about how much I like Winter and Joy on my channel or whatever. But the friend said,
some mess.
What does Joy have that Winter doesn't? Listen, the men are supposed to be getting asked the questions about what they can provide or bring to the relationship or what they can add to Winter and Joy's life.
Period.
This is not about comparing Winter and Joy to each other. I don't know if your friends got the point of why they were brought in. They were brought in to ask Edwin and Jay questions. They weren't here to say to put the women and compare each other and say, what does Winter have? What does Joy have? Ooh, well, Joy got a little ass on her and Winter don't. That's not what this was about, ladies.
At all.
As much as, I feel like I'm going to let y'all slide because the world puts women against each other so much that's automatically what you guys jump to when we were here to talk about actually what the men were able to contribute to these women's lives, whether it be Joy or Winter.
Girl, you better let them know.
Now, I'm sorry, I got to get y'all together on that one because I did not like that, okay? I wrote, stop pitting women against each other. Edwin said that he and Jay weren't competing. He felt like he and Jay weren't competing in this conversation. Yeah, you're damn right Jay and Edwin weren't competing. You know why? Because you guys made Joy and Winter compete. And Winter is a beautiful woman. And now she was sitting there like, oh, I didn't really enjoy the conversation. You know why? Because the first thing that her friend did was make Jay explain to her why he liked Joy more. I don't even like the fact that Jay even answered that question. Jay should have said, you know what? This is not a moment. This is not a time to put these women against each other. Like, both of these women have really great qualities. And I would love to talk about, how I might be better than Edwin for both of these ladies.
Okay.
But instead he was like, oh, Joy was my first connection. And Winter said, I don't want to hear that you like somebody else over me for any reason, which is damn right. Come on now. How old are we? Do I need to coach somebody? Who do I need to coach? Because y'all don't know how to answer questions. Imagine if Jay had said, actually, let me tell you why I'm better than Edwin. Let me prove to the ladies why I'm a better catch than him. I don't even really know him that well. And you don't know the ladies that well.
Okay.
But imagine if he had jumped to that, how smooth that would have been, baby. Huh? Get it together, you guys. Because I did not like it. I'm sorry. I did not like that one bit. Period. I got y'all together, didn't I?
Sure did.
Moving on. Naya and Chris had a conversation, honey, that turned Naya all the way off, didn't it?
Girl.
First of all, when Naya was talking to Chris, Naya brought in her friend, and I actually really liked Naya's friend. Naya told Chris, we could be pregnant already. First of all, Naya, calm down.
All the way down.
Okay, this is week 2. You already introducing your ovaries into the situation. Baby, calm down. Baby, get into a stable relationship first, okay? She said we moving too slow. I know she was trying to be funny, and y'all know I like Naya, but
girl, calm down.
Just pump the brakes a little bit, please, Naya. Oh my goodness. Listen, I had the same reaction that Naya had when Chris said, I'm gonna fall back and let her do her thing, and I'm gonna come in and fill in the gaps. Baby, I think you got this backwards.
All the way.
Because my husband comes in and fills in everything, honey. And when I see a little crack, I come in and think about how you pour cement, baby. You don't pour cement spotty, honey.
Sure don't.
In order to pour cement correctly, you gotta cover that whole driveway, baby. And when there's a couple of cracks in it or a little something messed up, honey, what the women do? We come in like patchwork, baby. You're not about to have me come in and fill up the whole, baby, if I'm filling up the whole driveway with cement, what do I need you for?
Not a damn thing.
Period. I like the fact that Naya's cousin told her to slow down. She told her, Naya, Bobby Valentino.
Okay.
Bobby Valentino. That's going to be my new catchphrase. Bobby Valentino. That means slow down. Okay? That's what I wrote down. Well, the one thing we learned about Naya this episode is that when she don't get her way, honey, she's to the door. When she don't hear one thing she don't like, she gone. And you know what? Chris tried to come up and he felt bad. He tried to come in and say, you know what? I was actually wrong for saying that. You know, he felt bad. He felt like that wasn't the right answer. And you know, I think Naya was a little too tough on him. I think Naya should have really heard him out and heard what he had to say and really paid attention. I think that might be one of the reasons she's single, honey, because every time something don't go your way, you can't go for the highway. I'm sorry. Like, you know how many things don't go your way in a marriage?
Lots.
You know how many questions don't get answered the way you wanted to get answered in a marriage?
Preach.
Baby, that's not the time to pack up. You have to talk about it and then talk about it again. And then next week when it's still bothering you, you got to bring it up again, honey. Naya gave Chris the boot, honey. She said, I don't know Chris. In Tommy's Tavern, honey, or whatever that is. Is it Nephew Tommy's Tavern? She said, I don't know Chris. And she said, I wasn't gung-ho over nobody. Period, okay? But she was gung-ho over him. I'm not going to lie. Nephew Tommy did not lie. She was gung-ho over the man. And when he said he wasn't paying nothing but the water bill and the cable bill, honey, she gave him the boot. And I honestly can't really blame her too much. I can't. But she should have heard him out a little bit more, because when he came back to apologize, he was sincere. He was. But you know, when Chris got kicked off the show, he was acting like him and Naya slept together. Did you guys? Because his feelings was hurted. Not hurt, he was hurted. That really had hurted him, though. I'm like, why is it? Me and my mama was like, why is he acting like they were married? You guys known each other for 2 weeks, literally. They must have gotten a little intimate in the hotel, honey. After dark, after hours, baby, because there is no reason he should have been that devastated. Moving on, Brian and Alex. Now, I'm 110% sure that Brian is wearing a weave or he has had hair restoration. I said he had hair restoration before, but I think it might actually be a weave now, because his hair texture up here real wavy, honey. It looked like if it grew out, it'd be hanging down in his face. But the hair texture back here, baby, is like mine.
Girl, stop.
The one thing I didn't like that Brian said this week is when he had his baby girl, he had this warm feeling in his heart. And he's waiting to feel that way about a woman. Alex and her friend were like, First of all, I'm not your child, okay? You can never expect to feel the way that you feel about a child, about a woman.
Right?
Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. Child unconditional love. You don't fall out of love with your children. You can fall out of love in a relationship, though, when your children hurt you over and over. Your children can hurt you over and over and over again, and your love is everlasting. And that's the way it's supposed to be for a child. You ain't gonna hurt me over and over and over again, baby, and think I'm gonna open you with open arms like I would my child. I don't have a child, so y'all let me know. But I don't even have a child, and I could already see how those are not similar.
Okay.
So y'all let me know. I'm in love with my husband, but if he come kick me in the leg, baby, it's not gonna be the same as if my child kicks me in the leg. I'm sorry. So y'all let me know, because I didn't think that was a good comparison. Now, the one thing that I would like to say is Alex is gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman. Stunning. But as a former makeup artist, I used to be a makeup artist in college. Baby, you got to put on some lips, some blush, something, because your face is looking very one-dimensional right now, okay? And I think that this is a thing that Black women have a lot of the times that I used to see when I used to do makeup. Black women were afraid to wear blush. Black women can contour and wear blush.
We sure can.
It gives your face more dimension. It adds some, when you turn to the left and the right, honey, it adds something to your skin, okay?
Wear your makeup.
So I think I would love to like throw Alex a couple of suggestions on blushes and, you know, just chapsticks with a little bit of tint on them that she can use, because she's looking very one-dimensional to me right now. I really liked Alex's friends. She seemed very level-headed, you know, and she was cute too. So Winter and Edwin. Winter and Edwin had a little moment in the yard where they mentioned twerking, baby oil, and thongs, but Edwin was like a little twerk session. Do old niggas like twerks? I mean, I didn't know that old niggas like to see women twerk. Like, I think twerking is very odd. I think it's very cute when you guys are like playing, But I just can't imagine being like in a hotel room on vacation. Like, is that what y'all like?
Is it? Let me know, please.
I start to sweating, and I don't want to sweat. I don't want to sweat. I'm sorry. Not at that moment.
Not right then.
Anyway, where my glasses at? Anyway, okay. Let's move on to Naya and Edwin, you guys. When Edwin said that he is the man and he takes care of the finances, honey, I literally, y'all know how the cartoon where the tongue roll out of their mouth onto the floor? That's what I saw Naya do. Her tongue was outside of her mouth, honey. She was drooling, honey. She was sweating. She was hot like she was watching a strip tease, honey, and all he was doing was teasing the bills. My other note I wrote down was Edwin can talk himself to sleep.
Can't he?
He talked about, oh, you're rubbing, the way you're rubbing my neck is gonna make me fall asleep. I'm not even kidding with you right now. That's how he talk, right? He talk like he a preacher, don't he? He's like, the way you're rubbing my neck, I'm gonna fall asleep really quick. Hold on now. God. And then God said, Edwin, if you don't, I'm silly, but Edwin, she will not only massage you to sleep, baby, you will talk yourself to sleep, honey, because that's how much you talk. He's talking about, I'm gonna lay my head in your bosom, honey. Your bosom? I know you 40, so don't nobody say nothing about no bosom. It's 2020. They say titties now. We say titties. I don't know if you said bosom because you was on OWN. I don't know if you said titties first and then the producers were like, no, you can't say titties. Say bosom. I don't know why you said bosom. I'm gonna lay my head right on your bosom. You're gonna make me fall asleep, honey. Ooh. He sound like an old man. Excuse me, baby. I think your bosom is looking high to the sky. Praise God. I'm going to hell, y'all. I don't need. Edwin's a pretty cool guy. He just talk a lot, honey. That's it. But you know what? Thank you for your service, Edwin. Denise and Calfani. First of all, Denises Friend was asking the right questions, baby. There was something about Denises Friend that was warm.
Motherly.
Do y'all feel me?
Loving.
Something about Denises Friend made you, for me as a black woman, I was like, I know she's a good friend. She's warm. She's motherly. There was something about her spirit that just came through the TV and just really warmed my heart. And the fact that that is who Denise has in her life, to me, says something about Denise, right? I think, I don't watch any of the other reaction videos, but y'all have let me know that a lot of people are talking about how she's aggressive and all of these things. Denise has a bad attitude. Denise has been hurt and she's been through a lot in her life.
Yep.
She's not aggressive to me, but she just got a really bad attitude, you know? But having somebody like that in her life let me know that there is a lot of softness to her because her friend was so soft. Listen, I also wrote down that Denise is absolutely beautiful. OMG. She's gorgeous. And for all the people in my comments who say she wasn't beautiful, why? What is not beautiful about her? Her smile's beautiful. Her skin is beautiful. Her hair is cute. Her makeup's on point. What's not beautiful about her?
Just say you don't like her personality and move on.
Okay, anyway. Listen, Calfani and Anthony. My mom thinks that Calfani's a little bit too young for Denise. Yeah, I think that everybody's just attracted to Calfani's physical appearance. He like the Negro Hulk. But I haven't heard Calfani say anything that made me intrigued with his personality or his brain at all. Like literally, I haven't heard him say one thing that makes me think, he has a good personality, like at all. And as far as Anthony goes, I don't think that Anthony has a very good personality. They asked Anthony if he's ever cheated. He said, you know what? We all start off at day 1 and we get to day 24 and we got a lot of growing to do. And I played football. And did you cheat or not?
Period.
Yes or no? Just say, yes, I've cheated in the past, but I've grown a lot. Nobody asked for your whole life story, Anthony. You know, well, back in the day, I was a hustling player, pimp, hoe. Nobody said all that, Anthony. Just did you cheat or not? Yes, the answer is yes. And also, I really wanted to know if Anthony's cheated in the past 3 or 4 years. Because he making it seem like, honey, that was 20 years ago when he did that. We're not talking about when you were a teenager or when you were in your 20s, Anthony. We're talking about you being in a grown relationship. Do you have kids? Did you cheat on your baby mama? Why? Child, you went through your whole back to when you played football. When did you play football? In college, high school, baby? Was you in the NFL? I need to know the timelines. Yeah, that's all I got to say about them. Anyway, and finally, Morgan and Adrienne sat down with Peanut. Y'all know I'm calling Rashid Peanut now. First of all, Morgan was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I know when Peanut sat down with Adrienne and Morgan, he was looking at Morgan. First of all, he almost said something about Morgan in the beginning. I don't know if y'all heard the clip, but he was like, "Oh, I met Morgan," and he was already thinking she was fine, which she is fine. But first of all, you here for Adrienne, you're not here for Morgan, honey. Calm down. But yes, I wrote down Morgan and drop dead gorgeous. Peanut came around the corner like he was 50 years old is what I wrote down. You know, he came around the corner like, hey, what's going on over here? Okay. I think Peanut reminds me of one of those guys who, when he was 20, he got all the chicks.
Right.
And he probably fumbled the bag 10 or 20 times. And now he 50.
And single.
And now he thinking he still is young and suave and as young as suave as he was when he was 20, but he not.
At all.
Now he Peanut. Now he here on Ready to Love. I'm not really going anywhere with that. I don't know what I'm doing. But the thing about it is Morgan's friend was asking the right questions. You know, what about your past marriage? Where did that go? Your daughter, how old is she? Those are the questions that Winter and Joy's friends should have been asking. Because after that session, we still don't know if Jay or Edwin have any kids, how old they are, if they've been married before. These are all the things we should have found out in that session, but we didn't because you guys were comparing the women against each other. I thought it was weird that we spoke to Peanut, but Calfani, not Calfani, when it comes to Adrienne. I don't know why she didn't have both guys sit down. She told her friend, there's one more guy that I like. And she named only the physical that she liked about Calfani, but Adrienne, that's what she cares about. She cares about physical appearance because if she would have cared about whether a man was a good fit, she wouldn't have ghosted Peanut the first time. He seems like a cool guy. She went for the guy that she already knew for security, or she went for Calfani, which is the person that she's most attracted to. So I don't know if she's really ready to love. Anyway, child, did I miss anybody else?
Girl, we don't know.
You know, let me just give my one-liner opinions about everybody real quick. Nephew Tommy, he's still corny. Alex, I already said everything I had to say about Alex. I think she's drop dead gorgeous. She actually has lipstick and blush on in her picture here on the website. But you know, I don't know if Brian's gonna be a good catch. I just don't really know. I don't know if I can take him seriously. I don't know if he should be ready to love because he damn near 40, but he not. You could just tell he's not mature enough yet. And I like the fact that Alex's friend kind of called him out, like, be honest, be transparent. Anthony and Calfani, they haven't impressed me with their personalities. Denise, I think she has a really great personality. You know, I think she has an attitude problem that she needs to get in check, and maybe she needs to go to therapy to get over some things that have happened to her in the past. But I really like Denise. Edwin, he can talk himself to sleep, honey. Jay is my favorite, okay? Joy is, you know, a pleasure to watch. I just hate the fact that Joy and Winter are kind of putting all of their eggs in one basket right now with Jay. Because, you know, why aren't they interested in, why weren't they interested in Chris? Why aren't they interested in Calfani? I guess they both like Edwin too. But, you know, that conversation again that I hate, it made Joy and Jay be on the same page and Edwin and Winter sort of be on the same page. But they really should have still had the opportunity to continue to get to know each other, all of them. Naya, I hope it works out with Naya and Edwin because other people are interested in Edwin.
Ooh, yep.
So we'll see how it goes, Naya, because you just threw Chris to the wolves, honey. And Peanut.
Not much to say there.
Y'all already know what I think about Peanut, Symone, and Winter. So I'm interested to see y'all's comments. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Let me know about some things I might have missed because I always am enlightened in the comments whenever y'all pick up things that I missed or whatever. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel, honey. My videos be good, okay? I don't even know how many times I gotta tell y'all this. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.